as a realtor, what do we really understand when we say that we are prospecting? Now, something happened. I learned a lot from Gartner. He simply placed it that prospecting is the first step of the sales process. All right, so take note. In this particular stage, there are so many keywords there. All right, there are so many keywords here, so many elements that actually are the things that form unique communication when it comes to sales. All right. So one of the things that Gartner says here is that prospecting is the first step of the sales. Of the sales process. Now take note. The first step of the sales process, meaning that if you miss anything at your prospecting level, your sales conversion will be dealt with. All right, so the next line says, which involves, take notes, which involves, look at these elements, identifying and contacting potential customers. Now, take note of those important elements. Identifying is a unique element there, contacting is a unique element there, potential customers. Now, Gartner specifically explains that this does not just involve doing random activities on the internet. It involves you carefully identifying and not just identifying and leaving them, identifying and contacting potential customers. All right, potential customers. Now, not just contacting random people, contacting those whom you think, all right, have the potential of becoming a customer. Are we together at all? All right, so Gartner simply says that prospecting is the first step of the sales process, which involves identifying and contacting potential customers. All right, so basically, this simply means that at these points, when you are carrying out activities on the internet, you are likely going to meet a lot of people. So your ability to filter the ones that are right, that is identifying the ones that are right and then contacting them. Now, this is why during prospecting, you have to be able to build a lead magnet. That is the contacting processes. All right. Your efforts will be in vain if you have not if you've not plan your system rightly. What do I mean by system? Don't let it confuse you. System is simple. When you meet these people whom you are prospecting, how do you intend to take them on a journey outside of social media or outside of the digital media platform that you acquired them from? Whichever channel, it could be YouTube, it could be social media like Facebook, it could be LinkedIn, it could be Twitter, it could be Instagram, and it could be any other social media platform. It could even be on Google itself. But then you have to be sure that you have projected and kept your platform ready to take them on a journey outside of social media. That's why Gartner completed by saying that the goal of prospecting is to create a database of likely customers. All right. Now, the goal of prospecting is not to just talk to them and leave them. The goal of prospecting is to create a database of likely customers. Now, for instance, when you indicated interest, when you saw the ad that took you to eventually being in this training, when you saw the ad, the first thing that happened there was that there was a button on that ad that actually created a call to action. All right, from that call to action, you were taken out of social media. So a journey began. You were taken out of social media to where we knew that we are supposed to create a database of our likely customers, which we were actually looking out for you. All right. So, and at this point, what we needed to do was to create a platform where that database can be built. And remember, you were one of those that we got as a platform, all right, on our platform on the database. And then you gave us what will make it a database, your data. Without data, the database tables will definitely be empty. All right. We know that name, email, phone number are already unique datas. All right, those are datas. All right, so and then we'll be able to capture those information into our database, and then from there you got a redirection to come to WhatsApp after you had completed the form. Now this simply means that we built a framework of two-stage framework where you are taking out of social media to a lead magnet, and also taking back from the lead magnet to a social media as well. Of course, WhatsApp is actually a social media platform, all right, although built in a different way. So what does this really mean to us? It simply means that when we get to begin our prospecting journey, we have to apply all the Gartner's instruction. All right, you are to understand that prospecting is the first stage of your sales process. All right, and then with that, you have to understand the elements involved. You have to be able to identify those whom you really need. That is, when you are going to create your ad, you have to first of all know who are you targeting. All right, like you have a property that is sold for say 7 million naira, for example. Now you cannot be targeting someone who has just 200,000 naira in his account home and away. All right, home and abroad, that is what he has. So there is no magic you are going to do. All right, so you will likely just waste your airtime, waste your effort, call, talk, and then it will get you drained, because interest without buying capacity is a waste of effort. All right, interest without buying capacity is a waste of effort. All right, so you should not waste your effort talking to people who just have interest but cannot afford it. All right, it's best to talk to people who can afford it, don't have interest. So at the point, you can be able to change their interest from just being financially capable but not interested to being interested and financially capable. All right, so it makes it easy. What you need to do when you meet someone who is financially capable and not interested is for you to work on your strategy so that you can convert them. All right, so identify them, contact them, and then take them on a journey, which is create a database for them. Take them on a journey of outside of social media. All right, so Gartner already had given us a blueprint on what we should do when it comes to prospecting. All right, I'm sure you took note when I explained the difference between prospecting and positioning, right? I mean, you still